You're like cyber. What's his name? Cyborg. No, what's his
Cyber Chase Vermeulen.
What's his name from X-Men? What's the guy's name from
Daft
X-Men?
Punk.
No. What's the guy's name from X-Men?
Daft Punk.
No, his name.
Marshmallow.
Oh my gosh. What's the guy's name from X-Men?
Diplo.
Oh my gosh.
I'm gonna let you
can't
keep going.
do it. I can't do it. It's
DJ Snake.
It's not Cyborg.
It's not Cyborg. What's the thing with one eye?
A Cyclops.
That's
Cyclops. That is his name.
Yeah, it's Cyclops.
It's Cyclops. Got it.
It wasn't Diplo?
That's a DJ.
Just blink at it this time, Hunter.
I did. I am.
He's
try
blinking so hard.
Dang it. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, there we go.
Welcome into the Bogey Banter.
The magic needs to be charged.
Oh, welcome to the Bogey Banter.
I had to charge it the magic. Hey.
Welcome to the Banter with some Bogey Bros. The Bogey Bro Banter is what's also known as the Bogey
I got
Bros
a great
Banter, if you
topic
will.
idea.
All right, let's hear it.
So,
Wow, right into it.
just popped into my
Just
head.
straight into it.
because
It's kind of weird not to have a little awkward silence at the beginning, at least.
Shush.
Sorry.
There we go. There it was. All
I
right.
was gonna let it happen. So the new Wii Sports game for the Switch, I'm just always going to call it Wii Sports, comes out in like a week, I think.
Wow. Switch Sports?
Switch Sports. It's going to have the classics, like it's going to have, I know it's going to have bowling and tennis, but then it's also going to have volleyball, badminton, and I believe there's like a sword fighting one. I think there might be one more. I'm a little questionable. It's a little questionable that they decided to put in badminton and tennis. I feel like they're going to be pretty similar, but we'll see. But this makes me. Did you guys both play Wii Sports a good bit?
Yeah,
a little bit. So like, I think we should power rank top 3 for each of us Wii Sports games. And you could include the resort ones too, if you'd like, because some of like the basketball one resort's pretty fun. Oh, there's gonna be soccer in the new one.
Power
as
rank
well.
like how good we are at them?
No, like
Just
enjoyment,
best.
pure
Oh,
enjoyment.
okay.
More fun.
For me, I think it's pretty easy for me. I think.
Mine goes number 3 was golf.
Yeah, golf is fun.
2 was tennis.
Yeah.
Number 1 was bowling.
Okay. Different than mine.
Mine was number 3, ping pong. Number 2, the fencing, like the sword
Yeah,
fighting,
that was
whatever
a
it was.
really fun
That
one.
was a very fun one. Number 1, when you get to fly that plane.
All resort games. Big resort guy.
I always liked that one a lot.
This is tough for me because I think I'm gonna have to snub tennis. I think that's honorable mention, and I love tennis. Tennis is really fun. We used to, my friends and I used to have a big tournament. But I think I'm gonna go number 3.
Didn't you used to play with your like whole extended family a ton?
We
have a whole
our bunch
tournament?
of church friends. We would have a
Okay.
New Year's Eve party and do we would draw names and do a huge round robin tournament.
Yeah, so you would get stuck with somebody who's not competitive.
Well,
at
yeah,
all.
the first year I got stuck with somebody who was really good and we won, and then the second
Okay.
year not so much. But it would get pretty ruthless. There was blood. But I would say number 3, bowling. It's just a classic. You
good
can't
one.
deny it. Like that's the one I'll probably end up playing the most. Number 2, golf, and number 1, baseball. I really like
Baseball
baseball
was fun.
because playing against people in baseball was a really good time. Just hitting a home run.
What's your
liked the baseball one.
game that you're most confident no one in the office could beat you at in Wii Sports?
I don't
for a while?
I think tennis.
Oh, see, I was about to say tennis. Because we played. Not only did I play tennis as a kid, my last year of college, we got into a huge Wii tennis kick. And the thing about Wii tennis is once you know the mechanics, though, like
It's hard to mess up.
once you know the mechanics, you can become unbeatable, and then it just becomes basically whose Wii controller messes up or something weird happens. Like that's what it got to, where we kind of. Once you figure out the timing well enough, which isn't that difficult, you can get a perfect serve every time. You can hit unreturnable forehands. However, we found a new mechanic in Wii tennis. I don't know if you ever heard of this one. Have you ever heard about the change-up serve?
I don't know.
So-
I haven't played Wii tennis in a long time.
Okay, well, let me tell you, because we got really into this. So, because if you go with the fast serve and you get the timing right, because like the most unguardable shot was always timing the forehand early enough that you would hit it so far down the line that you couldn't reach it. That was like the unbeatable tennis play. But if you got a fast serve, like you timed it right, which you could figure out that pretty easily, you couldn't get that down to where it was unreturnable. So like that was important. However, my friends and I discovered a new kind of serve where if you actually wait as long as possible when the ball is dropping and you hit the fluffiest serve possible, it's easier to time and it makes it even harder to return. It's hard to get over the net and you can't hit that unstoppable forehand. It was big time.
That's big time.
But yeah, we got violently into
I'm
Wii
not
tennis.
sure there's a game that I could choose. I was never a
I was pretty
Wii
good at
person.
baseball too.
I was like, I suck at all the Wii things. It makes me angry because I didn't grow up with Wii like everybody else. I literally we had a Wii for a month and then none of my family really cared for it, and so we stopped.
Wii was our main console for a while there. Like we played a lot of Mario Kart.
I like Smash Bros though.
Yeah, we had the Smash Bros.
I'm not good at it, but I like it.
And we played a lot of Wii Sports. Wii Play was a really good time too. Wii was a phenomenal console.
Yours is Tennis, Hunter?
I think so, yeah.
I think if I had to bet, it would probably have to be tennis because I feel like that's also the game that you can control the results a lot based on just know-how.
Maybe we should live stream
Wii tennis, that would get very ugly.
that'd be very fun.
Yeah, that'd be a good time. Baseball,
no, it wouldn't.
baseball is also a good one because
I can already feel myself carrying too much.
when you learn about like how to do the pitches in baseball, like it can get pretty
I did
bad.
not like the baseball one. I just sucked at it and I never understood it.
Okay, fair enough.
That's how I am with all the Wii. As soon as I get a Wii remote in my hand and I'm trying to point it at the screen to do stuff, it makes me so angry. I get so upset. So yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Well,
that's it.
maybe the new
I like the game where you jump the cows.
on Wii Play, that was hype.
one's a good time.
Yeah. I'm
My
curious
wife really
to see.
likes tanks.
Yes, amazing game. I'm curious to see how the games for the Switch version, like bowling, that have already existed and tennis, how true they are to the previous versions, or if they've kind of reinvented it. I have a feeling they'll reinvent tennis a little bit because, like I said, tennis on the Wii was a little gimmicky. Like you could dominate it if you wanted to. Bowling was a pretty perfect game, I feel like. Like I feel like in bowling, in my heyday in Wii bowling, I could bowl in the high 200s, but like getting a perfect game was still hard. Maybe not for some, but I'm curious to see how much they are the same. I'm excited about that game though.
Bowling, if you just figured out the release point.
Right, but like I said,
Perfect game
getting
was-
a perfect game was attainable, but it wasn't like the easiest thing ever because you could still mess up that release point. At least from my
Maybe, yeah.
experience.
I used to bowling. I got bored with because I got to where I could just bowl a perfect game. It just wasn't fun.
You were better than me.
So maybe bowling.
I also think my
that's when I started playing tennis a lot. Was after bowling was what I went hard in the paint with, but then I just there was nothing else to go to. For
golf
bowling.
is really the hardest one because it is so touchy getting the power meter correct.
Yeah.
And the wind is also a thing. So golf was like actually super difficult, but a
Yeah.
really good time.
All right, let's roll on because we don't want to talk about video games 2 weeks in a row. Food we can talk about as many weeks in a
This is
row.
physical activity. It's not a video game anymore.
Let's talk about
All right,
dogs again.
I got small talk topics pulled up.
I love that.
Okay,
I think this is great.
And I'm gonna let
idea.
y'all choose the category, and then I'll roll through them.
Let's see if
We
any
have
of these can actually stay small talk and
work,
not turn into big talk.
Entertainment,
Work.
food,
Let's go straight to work.
travel, or life story,
Work.
or totally random.
Work.
Totally random.
Totally random.
All right, totally random. Don't listen
Okay.
to me.
This one I think we've already asked. If you were in charge of picking the eighth wonder of the world, what would you choose?
Oh, we talked about the wonders of
made
the
all
world
of
for
our
way
wonders.
too
Yeah,
long.
so
We
we
made
won't
all
do
of our
that.
wonders.
What do you wish you had placed in a time capsule 15 years ago?
Wow, I love that question.
That's a good question.
15 years ago?
When I was
So
10?
So you were like 15, Connor?
I was 10.
So basically,
Actually, I was 9 about
what
to
did
turn
you
10.
have that you wish you still had? Basically,
You were 10, so I was 8. So I was like still playing hockey.
I was 9.
What
I
the
was
heck?
in like the second
What
grade.
the heck was I doing back then?
Probably,
Like
well, a lot of the stuff that I
oh.
cared about back then, I still have.
I mean, I think my answer for that would be one of my biggest regrets was getting rid of some of my old game consoles. So if I could go back, I would have put in. Obviously, this would have been a sacrifice at the time, but I'm not going to factor that in because I'm me now, so I don't care about my 8-year-old self. But I would have like thrown in my DS Lite and all my DS games. I would have chucked in like my PlayStation 2, my PSP. I had an original PSP. That thing was ahead of its time. I would have tossed all that stuff.
It really
in there.
was. That thing was incredible.
It was
I
a
think it was pretty
great
cool.
system.
Well, the thing that'll never exist because phones took over.
Yeah.
It was a lot better than phones.
Yeah, but
But you're right. The
You-
mobile
like,
the
it just
mobile
doesn't make
gaming
sense.
thing just hasn't really worked for people.
but it just doesn't make sense to have a PSP and a phone in your pocket.
It won't. It only made sense for like
For kids.
planes or like you're gonna like.
Yeah.
I used to take it to my
I used to play
siblings.
Twisted Metal, the one that like popped out and you actually had the disc that went in the back.
Yeah, yeah. So I had yeah.
So good.
I would take it to
I
my
got a-
siblings' swim meets.
I got a
and play.
PS Vita that was about the size of
I
my
had the
phone and
same
would pop
thing.
up.
Oh,
That
you
one
had
I never
that's,
liked.
no, that was called the PlayStation Flip or something.
No, that was the Vita.
No, the Vita is what I had. It would look like a normal PS. Unless
Somehow
it was
we're
called
still talking about
or
video
maybe it was
games.
the Vita Flip. Well, there was another one. No, like 'cause that's the Vita. It was just.
I've
like
never heard of
Then
that.
well, that's just the PSP.
It was like no, but it was called like the PSP Go. It was the PSP Go. That's what it was. Search
Because that's the normal PSP.
search PSP Go. I just saw it pop up.
Yeah,
that's what it
I had.
was.
I
Yeah,
had that
I
thing.
forgot that existed.
It sucked. I think I still have this. I still
Yeah.
have a PSP Go.
I had the PS Vita, and
I got, like, FIFA
They
on
just
it. It
didn't
just
make
wasn't
games
good.
for it.
This wasn't good.
But yeah, I would have thrown all my old games and consoles in there because like those would be awesome to still have. One of my biggest regrets also was selling like all my PlayStation 2 games to buy like what 2 PlayStation 3 games. So stupid.
I think I would go. I think I would have thrown in unopened basketball packs. Because I opened them all. Most of them had
That's a
nothing
great
in them.
answer, actually.
And I kept all of my cards, and a lot of them are still in really good condition. And I've slowly sold some of them.
It'd
But
be
it
a
would have
lot
been
more
way more
thrilling.
fun to
Yeah.
like know I have
Yeah.
packs from 15 years ago and be like, what's in these?
no, yeah, I guess if I'd had
Because
room,
that's
I'd have
what
thrown some in.
my Christmases back then. I wasn't super into like any toys or anything. And our video games, my brother and I split the consoles. So like my
Yeah.
parents would give us like 2 or 3 games that were like for both of us. And then my brother was getting 15 years ago. He was really into video games, computers. He was into like more expensive stuff. So my parents would get him like one big thing, and I wasn't into anything expensive. And so what would end up happening is they would get him like, let's just say a camera. And then I would get basketball card packs up to the price of that camera.
so many.
So just so many card packs. And then me and my dad would just sit down and open them the rest of the day. And just, I had bins of cards, just like thousands of cards by the end of it all. And yeah, I would have
wonder-
loved to just put some of those into.
I wonder like
Time
what
capsule.
the most valuable.
That's a good answer.
Like, do you still have the bins?
I have a Michael Jordan jersey card.
But like,
That's
do you think there's
9.5
any? Do you think there's
graded.
any that have slipped through the cracks? Like
No,
that.
I went through a lot. I would go through them once a year up till like 2
Okay,
year ago.
Okay.
And I pulled them out
I was
and they're
gonna
all
say,
in.
I just
I have
wonder.
like a page and a half of Michael Jordan cards. I have a LeBron James rookie.
a LeBron James rookie. How much is that worth?
It varies.
Depends on it,
I got it graded. It could go. The one I have could go for like $5-6 grand. But ungraded, the like low end, mine. I think if I got it graded, I think it'd be good. But I don't want to spend $250 to get it graded because
How
I could
much it
sell
costs
it.
to get PSA?
I think $250. But I could just sell it ungraded, and like the worst I saw it going for was like $250, $300. But like that's the difference of a grade.
That was a huge difference. I
That's-
guess
that's the
you'd
card
I
market.
guess you'd want to like take it to somebody like who does cards to like get them to be like, oh yeah, if you get that graded, it's gonna like you'd have to
Yeah.
have some kind of knowledge of that.
Yeah, it's a big range. My dad has a Michael Jordan rookie that because Michael Jordan rookie is like one of the most faked cards of all time.
Yeah.
But this one was from like way back before it was faked, and like you can tell how it's real. And he has it like screwed into a box,
Heck yeah.
and that card's
That's
worth
cool.
quite a bit. But
Sports
he
card. I mean,
he's keeping that.
Michael.
Obviously.
Yeah, I would say Michael Jordan rookie. That because like
My Michael Jordan jersey card, I think, because that's PSA graded like 9.5 out of 10. So not quite mint, but it might be on the edge
I
of
mean,
mint.
there's cards that
And
go
that
for
one's worth
millions
a
of
decent
dollars.
bit. It's not worth
So-
that much, but I think it's worth a few grand, but I'm not going to get rid of it.
Sports cards are
I
fun.
love that card.
I never was super. I collected them, but I obviously back then like we weren't thinking about selling them. So
Well, my dad, luckily, when I was a kid, I would open them and like I just saw like I had this random Russell Westbrook Chrome Edition card from when I was like a teenager or something. At that time, I just opened them because I liked having them. I didn't
Right.
care about whatever
Yeah,
buying
same,
them.
yeah.
But my dad was always, when I'd open them, if he saw a card he thought was gonna be worth something, he always put it in a protective case without fail.
yeah,
He's
I
like,
had
oh, you got to
binders.
protect that one.
I had binders with sleeves.
Yeah, and so the
cool.
the
So
Russell
many.
Westbrook Chrome, I think, went for like I sold it for like $30 or $40 or something like that, which is just a really random
Yeah.
Like, there's no point that card, because it wasn't a rookie card or anything like that. There's no point it should be worth more than a few bucks.
Sometimes they just have like limited runs of cards.
Yeah.
Like 1 out of 75 or whatever.
Yeah, but I haven't found like a hidden gem in mine yet where I'm like, oh, that's the whale. That's the one that's gonna pay for all the cards I got. But I think that would have been more fun.
That would have been a really good time.
How about you, Konner?
I don't think I really have. I can't think of anything serious. I would probably be in middle school, right?
I was in
15
second
years ago?
grade.
You're definitely an element.
I was in second grade.
How old was I?
So
15 years
You'd
ago?
be 9 years old.
Oh, how old are you in middle school? Like 11?
12, 13?
12, 13.
Okay, so it wasn't that. I don't know how old you are whenever you're in different grades.
You're
so
a
it's in
young
elementary
kid
school.
here.
I can't think of anything that I had that was worth anything. So I probably had some pocket knives that I think would be cool. So I'd probably throw them in there maybe.
Just some knickknacks.
I have no idea
I mean,
what I would
it's
have.
it's not like
Because I wouldn't have my important guitar things yet, and I wouldn't have any discs yet that I think are cool. So.
right. Yeah.
This question is definitely meant for someone who's like 45 years old.
Yeah, definitely.
But,
Pocket
Is what it is.
knives.
Alas. Knives.
I don't have an answer to this one. What's the strangest compliment you've ever gotten?
Oh, I got that easy.
Go for it.
So this goes with my Chris Zema hat that I'm wearing. If you don't know who Chris Zema is, he's my favorite songwriter and artist. One of my favorite artists, favorite songwriter, and we look extremely alike.
I don't see it.
Now let me look this guy up.
We look. I don't look as much like him. A few years ago, I looked more like him because I had less of a beard. Now that I have more of a beard, I don't look as much like him. But the first time I went and saw him, he got on stage, and I thought that it was me getting on stage. It was really weird.
Do you see it?
And
No.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
are you guys just making a joke?
I don't think so.
No, I really don't see it. I mean, he has red hair.
Yeah.
We have very.
You'll have the
similar-
same haircut.
We have the same haircut.
That's about as
very
far as it
similar hair,
goes.
and we have very similar shaped faces. The only reason why you can't tell is because my face looks pointier because of my beard. I have a very round face. So think about me with less of a beard.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So it doesn't.
I'm just joking.
No, I really don't see it. I mean, that's serious.
I'm joking. Yes, you look very similar.
Okay.
Really?
The only reason I was saying
if
that
he's clean shaven, especially if you look at old pictures of Konner, like they are very, very similar.
The hair.
I was just hoping you would go along with my bit, but apparently
No,
you really
I'm
don't
being
see
dead
it.
serious.
I see
don't
it.
really
I
see
see
it.
it a lot.
this is not a self-proclaimed
If I
thing.
saw this picture, and you asked me who he looked like, Connor's not the first one ever to my mind.
well,
I mean, okay.
this one he would, just because of the floof. That could be Konner, but then this kind of looks like Evan Bamford.
Yeah,
He does kind
the
of.
red. I mean, the red hair. Yeah, definitely has a lot to do with it. But like,
Because like right there, that's Evan Bamford.
I mean, I still would probably say Konner, but it's okay.
Keep going.
Doesn't matter. So this is not like a self-proclaimed thing where like I have a lot of pride in it. This is like people have told me this. Like I went to the Christian Zema concert recently, and I walked through the lobby, and there were multiple people that were pointing at me saying that guy looks just like Christian Zema, and it was really funny. I felt like a famous.
Is
person.
that the weirdest compliment you've ever gotten?
No, the weirdest compliment I've ever gotten was at a wedding that I worked one time, and this girl asked me if she could take a picture with me because I looked just like Christian Zema, and that was really weird because someone wanted to take a picture with me
Thinking you were a
because
different
because I looked like somebody else,
Yeah, that's definitely never happened to me.
and that was I said no. I said I'm married. I said I'm married. It'd be kind of weird to take pictures with a girl I don't know.
I should have been. If she was a real fan, she would have known. He's not married.
Well, no,
She didn't think he was him.
she didn't think I was Christian Zema. She said she wanted to take a picture with
Because
me
you
I
look
looked like. She said, "Can I
that-
please take a picture with
okay.
you because you look just like Christian Zema?"
Okay, that makes it even weirder for sure.
Yeah,
Okay,
exactly.
10 points.
But I took it as a compliment because I love him.
I don't.
I don't think I've ever.
I've never really gotten.
I've never gotten a compliment that I've said that's really strange.
I've never gotten one. Yeah, I don't know.
You guys both have great upper lips.
Thanks,
There you
man.
go. Now you guys can tell that story next time.
See, maybe
That
that's
is
it.
so
That didn't feel
weird.
like a strange compliment to me. I'm just like, okay, cool, and I just forget all about it.
Well, it's because it came from Konner.
Maybe that's true
Oh.
too.
If
So
it
it
came
didn't
from
mean
somebody
anything coming from
random,
me.
you would be like, "That was weird. Like, why did they just say
Probably.
What do I need to say to make it weird?
that?" There's nothing you could say.
I honestly, you could. I don't think there's something
I don't
on
think
earth
there's a
you could
thing
say that I would
that
say
doesn't
that was weird. You could say anything. I'd be like, yeah, okay, that makes
That
sense.
adds up. That's where we're at.
Have you ever thought of a cool invention or company only to discover someone already invented it or started it?
Oh, definitely.
I've done that many times. I can't remember any of them.
Yeah, I feel like that's one that I've done so many times that
I typically, because what happens is I'll say, I'm like, that's such a good idea. Surely, there it is.
Yeah, usually.
Oh, here's one. My friend and I, Stout and I, he was talking about how he hated selling his car. He needed to sell his car, but he didn't want to.
Did you guys invent Carvana?
No, he didn't want to. He didn't want to trade it in because they don't give you much money, but he didn't want to go through the hassle of selling it. And so I was just like, dude, what if no one wants to ever sell their car? I was like, what if we just sold people's cars for them and we just charge $250 or something, or a flat fee or a percentage?
Yeah.
So basically a real estate agent, but for cars. It's just a car broker. It exists.
It's car broker.
It's existed for a long time.
Yeah.
It's basically that's where my mind goes is if there's something I hate to do, I'm can I just build a business where people do that for people?
Hard
Because if you
things that
hate to
haven't
do
been
something,
yet.
people will pay to not do it.
It's hard
Kind of
to
like taking trash to the dump. That's why trash services exist.
That's right.
I one time, whenever I was in middle school, wrote this song that I was like, this song is really good. And then I was in the car with my brother-in-law, and I realized that I just rewrote a song that I'd heard before. And it was I'm the one who wants to be with you. Because the beginning is the, hold on, little girl, look at what he's done for you. You guys know what song I'm talking about?
No.
Nope.
Doesn't matter. But the melody of the verse, I just wrote a song like that, and I was like, this is such a good song. And then I realized that it was just because I'd heard that song before. And
Well,
I
if this was modern day, you would just release it anyway and then just get sued a few months later.
True.
Very
Or not.
True. Very true.
Nothing is new under the sun.
If you could teach a college course on any subject you want, what would it be?
College course on any
On
subject.
any subject I want.
What would I want to talk about
The
nonstop?
only thing that I could even want to talk about would be a sport of some kind, because it's the only thing I could talk about and actually know what I'm talking about
I have fun talking.
without having a curriculum in front of me. to
Yeah,
remind
I
me
guess
of
that's the
things.
thing. Of maybe you can get whatever knowledge you want to be able to teach a course.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
something that you're interested in
I'd like
enough that you could
I'd like
teach
to
a college
think,
course on it.
I'm pretty fresh out of college. Pretty much any course that I took in college that I enjoyed, if you gave me the curriculum as an outline, I could teach it pretty well, I think. But doesn't mean I
So
would
which one would you want to?
Well, what would be you could teach it, talk about it every day for years and
And,
years
I would
and years,
enjoy
and you would
it?
enjoy it still 40 years from now.
Mine is easy, but it's boring.
I think mine would be marketing or finance,
Yep, definitely not that.
because both of those I just constantly read books and I'm fascinated by.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I haven't been bored by them yet.
Well, I was gonna
And also that changes a lot too.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna
yeah.
two of my two favorite classes in college were sport marketing and sport finance.
There you go.
Which
Just put
basically-
sport in front of it.
Yeah, I mean it's the same classes, but you're just talking about it in context of the sport industry. But I feel like I have a lot more opportunity to pick something that's it doesn't even need to be a real class. So I would pick golf, I guess. And we would talk about disc golf and traditional golf in the class. It would be 8 weeks of disc golf and then 8 weeks of traditional golf.
I think if I was teaching a class,
It'd just be called golf.
If I was teaching a
101.
class on disc golf, I think I would get bored. Because I can talk about what's going on in disc golf all the time.
No, but if you break it down week by week into different aspects, you're talking about an entire industry and sport. So you're not just talking about how to play disc golf. It's we're going to talk about the pro tour. Every week is a new thing, and it evolves as well. Those sports evolve over time. I could do it. Because the current events are going to be happening too in those things. Yeah,
Mine is very easy answer is songwriting because
you could even go into
hey, dude. on the floor.
psychiatry with golf. Go ahead.
mine was very easily songwriting because I really enjoy that. And I actually think I'm decently good at it.
Then
And
write a song about me.
Right now.
Not right now. No.
have.
I want it in 2 weeks.
I've written multiple songs about you.
Oh gosh.
But I've met
That can be Foundation Station's second song.
I have many friends who have
It's called The One That Got Away.
It's called Stop It. But I have many friends who have texted me, asking me for advice on songs and stuff like that. And every time I just start typing, giving them advice, and it just flows out super easily. And then I read it afterwards, and I was like, wow, that was really wise. Where did that come from?
You are
And so I just
so
really like that a
cool,
lot.
dude.
I didn't mean for it to sound like that, and I was really insecure about it, and now you make me feel uncomfortable.
Just kidding.
That is
Nope,
actually
it's too
cool.
late. I'm uncomfortable.
Okay.
What's the most out of character thing
No,
you've
honestly,
ever done?
Konner, though, I feel like most things that you talk about, you sound like you could give an entire course on.
That's nice of you.
It's true.
But most of it, I'm just bull crapping.
Well, you're good at it. That's what most of the professors are doing.
That's very true. That is what most professors are doing.
What is the most out of character thing you've ever done?
I'm not answering that.
Why?
What?
I have no idea. First
Well,
of all,
I think one thing about me that I love, I love exploring. And so my friends, it's just a thing with my friends where like they called me out on it recently when I was at this bachelor party, and like they had already told everyone in the group I was with that like at some point Hunter's gonna want to trespass, and I just never.
That is what he does.
And like trespassing's very out of character, but I just love to explore. I never viewed it as trespassing.
That is Hunter.
So,
That's great. That's great, Hunter.
All right, next question.
All right. Yeah, if I would have thought of it as trespassing, I never would have
I
done it.
never would have done it.
No.
Yeah,
Next
it's very out
question.
of character.
Yeah, that's what makes it out of character.
It is really out of character for you.
Yeah,
would
you would
say-
never expect me to be a
I
trespasser.
would never expect you to. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Trevor, definitely.
Konner, no.
No, I don't see it with
I
Connor.
don't see it with Konner.
I'm not really into that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I can't see you wanting to explore anything either.
Connor usually plays basketball.
Yeah, that's right.
What is the point in this joke?
Go
right now?
ahead.
It's just for us.
Yeah, that's okay.
Hey, not everything's got to be public, dude.
That's
Yeah.
fine. I'm sorry.
That's so out
We're
of character of
literally
you to
on a
outburst
podcast
like
right
that.
now. There's a camera in
That's not
front
the
of
point
you.
of this
What?
podcast.
They're recording us?
This is my living room. I live here.
What would be your ideal
fun.
superpower?
Already talked about this.
Okay, my bad.
No,
I would have the power of flight, but
Last
I wouldn't
time
use it
we-
to fly. I would just use it to jump
Yeah,
little
no.
higher.
Last
So
time
people
it
thought
was
I was really
flight
cool.
or a different one, or super speed. I think it was. But like this time, you can pick anything.
No, my number one superpower would be flight, and I wouldn't use it. I would use it to fly in my personal time, but I wouldn't let anybody know. I would just use it so I could jump a little bit higher than I can right
Yeah.
now, so that I could do a standing backflip and never.
If you make your superpower too good, people are gonna like.
Or like
they're
imagine
they're
if
gonna make
the
you
three of us were
responsible.
shooting a video and we were doing, and I just dunked. Like I could just.
That
dunk.
would be that would be
That would
sick.
be really cool. But you guys didn't know I could fly. You just thought I was weirdly
If your
athletic.
superpower was too good, then everybody would hold you responsible for the protection of the earth.
I think mine would be something mental.
So, no, I'm just gonna make.
I couldn't. no, I
mine
couldn't
is
do
going to
that.
be the ability to conjure money out of thin air. So,
That's a good one.
whoa, stack of dollars. Like that,
I was thinking,
and
like-
that's good enough for me.
I was thinking something with
stack of dollars.
Yeah, and that's good enough.
something of like, I don't know, if reading minds.
I don't need to be supernatural. It's just whoa.
You're like, I'm not that greedy. I don't need something supernatural. I just want a bunch of money.
Just something with like, I don't know, something mental.
I would
I
not.
don't know what I
want
wanna
to
do with
I
it.
would not want to read minds.
I would not wanna read
I don't know if I want to
minds. Yeah.
read minds, but I want to be able to like make people think things.
So yeah, okay. So like Jedi mind.
but
trick
like
people,
not. I
incept
don't even know
them.
why I want that. I'm thinking of like ones that like
That's a
wouldn't
dangerous
get you
power, man.
ones
That is
that
a-
wouldn't get you into like having to fight crime. But like, there's a cool superpower.
I
You know what I'm
don't-
saying?
you
Because
would
like
ha-
flying, if someone finds out you can fly, then you're gonna be in the
If
military.
you could make people do whatever
No one's
you
gonna
wanted,
find out that I can fly.
someone will.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they will.
nobody's gonna find out I can fly.
Because
That's so
eventually
funny.
someone's gonna think this guy can fly. He's gonna throw you off a building. What are you gonna do? Die?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or are you gonna fly?
It's called integrity, dude. Maybe you should try it sometime.
Gotta take one for the team, man. For the alliance of flyers,
I don't know.
gotta keep the secret safe.
The appliance.
The alliance. That's funny.
Thank you.
If you could have any type of animal for a pet, what would it be?
Ooh.
Like domesticated anything.
I'm just sticking with dog.
I would say a mantis shrimp, but
Yeah, I
they can
don't-
punch their way through any tank.
What now?
A mantis shrimp.
Logan Paul got a mantis shrimp.
A mantis shrimp has the most powerful punch
What is
in
a
the
mantis
universe.
shrimp?
A mantis shrimp.
A mantis
it's
shrimp.
this shrimp that
It's a
kind of looks
shrimp.
like that kind of looks like a praying mantis, and it punches because it's got this thing that looks like a potato chip that's like a tendon that it allows it to hold all
Can
this
you Google
tension.
that?
Hold
Yeah.
on, and it's got like a fist that looks like a rock, and it can punch, and its punch it's as powerful as a .22 rifle.
Looks like a lobster.
No.
Yeah, for real. You can watch it. It will like it.
So it can just break out of an
it's
aquarium.
known for
How do you
punching,
contain it?
punching divers' boots and breaking their feet.
How
A mantis shrimp's
it
powerful.
breaks their feet?
Yeah.
A mantis shrimp's
Come
powerful
on.
punch can hurt humans. A shrimp can land before a person even realizes it's there because its strike is so quick.
Yep.
They
it's
can
the
cause
fastest punch.
deep wounds and lacerations with rounded edges.
Yeah.
So there's
you-
almost always a loss of tissue after a mantis strike and heavy bleeding.
Why hasn't Coyote Peterson taken one of those yet?
Because it will actually injure him. It won't just like it's not just gonna poison him.
Put on something protective where it's just gonna hurt real bad, like bruise him.
Yeah, gotcha.
They accelerate faster than a bullet.
I mean, I know what I'm doing this afternoon. Googling videos of that.
No,
thing.
dude, I did that for like hours one night. That's why I love the mantis
What
shrimp
the
so much.
heck?
What?
I choose the mantis shrimp too.
They also have 360 vision.
Okay.
One strike.
This doesn't exist.
Well, you don't want a pet. You don't want it as a pet.
Yeah, I
That's
do
what
now.
I said I would choose the mantis shrimp, but you can't contain it. It punches through every tank.
That's awesome.
You need a bulletproof tank.
Yes.
One strike can knock off the arm of a crab or break through a snail's shell.
That's what they do is they like get like snails and like stuff like that and they break through its shell.
These
and
small
eat
but
it.
mighty crustaceans have been known to take on octopuses and win.
Yeah, there's videos of it.
That is incredible.
It does look kind of cool too.
They're pretty sick.
I want.
They
one.
also they're
I think just a dog.
okay.
That's what I want.
I would. Man, I would say a lot of the like animals I think are like super cool are like only like normal and like baby size. Like if I could have a cub and it was always like a bear cub, but it was always just a cub and it was domesticated.
But
that
think
would
about how
be
fun it'd
pretty
be to
great.
have a full-size bear that was really nice.
That'd be great if you had room for it. Yeah,
Oh, that's true.
I've seen a guy who like hangs out with a polar bear, like they're best buds.
Bears are
That's
cool.
That's cool. Bears are cool.
I like animals.
And like it would protect you. Imagine like, yeah, what are you gonna do? Like an attack dog? That's scary. Bear attack bear? Good
Yeah,
luck.
but bears aren't like chimpanzees. Like chimpanzees, you can domesticate them their whole lives.
Well,
and
no,
they'll
I-
still just freak out one day and kill people. But like a bear, like you can actually like train.
Well, I feel like in
But
my
you have
scenario,
one-
I
you
was
have one
envisioning
snap and
like
you're dead.
I was envisioning like domesticated anything.
Gotcha.
Because if it's just like a normal pet situation, I just want the dog.
I think, yeah.
Because like I'm not trying to mess around with a bear.
So I guess technically a wolf, because that's just a dog, right?
My grandpa had a wolf.
Yeah, it's a big.
Except for
name
I don't
was-
want
his name
a
was
I don't want a
Timber.
wolf dog hybrid. Like I just want our dog, but like you got to go wolf to get the dog.
Gotta go wolf to get the
Go
dog.
full wolf.
Gotta go full wolf.
Wolf.
That's what I always say.
That was good.
No
Why
stretch.
did you do that?
No stretching.
What's the next question?
I needed it. Oh, that was all the ones in that category.
That's all of them.
Those were fire questions.
That was a lot of fun.
That was all of them in that category. Do you want me to do one different
Give me
category?
another category.
Yeah, let's do another category.
All right. So the other category. So that was totally random. We have work, entertainment, food,
Entertainment?
travel, life story.
Entertainment is gonna turn into. I feel like something that we talk about a lot.
Okay.
What's
so
the first question? We'll probably get a hint.
the first one's: are you reading any good books or any shows? Watching any
Ooh,
shows?
so that's gonna be. We're gonna go down a very
Yeah.
deep. Get out of
Okay,
entertainment.
entertainment's
Cool.
gone. Travel, life story.
Life story's bad
We
too.
should stay off of food. We talk about food a lot.
Let's
Or
maybe
work.
maybe travel.
Let's go travel.
What's the best vacation you ever went on? Oh,
What's the best hidden gem around here?
okay.
Ooh.
Okay, these are great. These are great.
I found a really. This is actually a great one.
McDonald's.
I found a really, really great one-wheel trail
Oh,
yesterday.
I know the hidden gem. It's the bookstore, Connor. That's our
Yeah,
hidden
Little
gem.
Dickens.
Little Dickens.
That is Little Dickens.
It's
is
this
awesome.
bookstore place that also has a cafe in the back. That's a whole separate business.
The cafe is the Drowsy
called
Poet.
the Drowsy Poet.
But
That's
this bookstore is sick.
hidden gem. That's definitely my pick.
So funny.
When was the last time you went there?
No, like I like the place.
Oh, okay.
It's just that was never a hidden gem. Everyone like
Yeah,
growing
no, I
up.
think it's a
growing
pretty
up-
normal local
Growing up, you
thing.
went
but it's
there
just
all
not.
the time.
It's not on the. If you're a college student, you didn't grow up here.
Yeah.
It's not on the radar.
It's a
at
hidden
all.
gem to
It's just funny for me to.
Lynchburgians.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just funny to me. Like that's a hidden
It's
gem. 'Cause,
way
like
off.
that's like just everyone in Lynchburg. That was your bookstore. You went there.
Gotcha.
Well, what would be okay? So, what's your hidden gem?
That's
then?
what I was
What
trying
is
to
it-
think through.
What is it like? Needs to be a hidden gem
Trying to
for
think.
you? I feel like because this town isn't that big,
I don't know.
so it's tough for something to be under the radar completely. Under the college radar is like pretty under the radar around here.
I'm trying to think of something.
hidden gem.
Jungle gym.
I mean, there's some cool spots along the Blackwater Creek trails
Yeah.
that I think a lot of people just have never seen.
I love the
There's some
Blackwater
great
Creek
spots
trails.
on the Blue Ridge Parkway.
You're thinking
gotta-
you're thinking
gotta drive a
views
lot.
though.
You want me to go like stores?
I was
Where
saying,
you want me to go?
I mean, my mind was going to like businesses, like
Texas Tea
places.
Room. That's like one of the oldest
That-
restaurants in Lynchburg.
That's what I was gonna say. I still haven't had it, and I want to so bad.
Cheesy Western's like what Lynchburg. It's like a Lynchburg food. It's like what it's known
I
for.
want it so bad.
I haven't been.
Moore's Country Store. It's another Lynchburg gym.
What's that? Is that
Just
the
hot
one
dogs.
Is that the one attached to the gas station? Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
Where?
Just hot dogs since
Where's that?
1926.
that's cool.
Where's that?
Well, the newest one's the Shell Station on
yeah.
Grays Mill. But they're known for their hot dogs. My a lot of grandparents
Those are
still
great.
go at least
those
once a
are a
week.
hidden gem. That's a good one.
Yeah, those are good
those stores
ones.
are good.
I like those, Hunter.
Yeah, the new Texas Tea Room isn't a hidden gem. The one that's in Cornerstone.
Oh, that's
that
what I
ain't
was
it.
wondering. Are those the same thing?
They're the
You're
same
talking
thing.
about the one in downtown.
The downtown one.
Yeah.
That's the OG.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the original.
Okay.
That one's pretty good. What else? I don't know.
Starbucks is cool.
Starbs.
I mean, other like I can't really think of too many other like hidden gems. Like, I think a lot of mine would be more like nature stuff that I think people just have never seen, don't know about.
Don't know about it.
Because like everyone goes to Sharp Top, obviously, but like there's a lot of other like overlooks and little trails and stuff that if you like explore enough, you'll find them.
That was a good question and good answers. Good job, everybody.
If you could fly anywhere for free, where would you go?
London.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've always wanted to go to England,
I've heard that.
so I would go watch
Never mind.
my favorite soccer team play.
That's cool.
think,
That's a good answer, Trevor.
Yeah. That's just like my number one. Like I'm not a huge travel junkie, but that's my number one bucket
And
list.
I think
travel
Antarctica.
place.
You
That'd
better
be my
get a
seventh
fanny
continent.
pack.
That's right.
Antarctica.
It's my last continent.
That's cool.
That's all I need.
That's
never go.
Cool. You'll never go. I
I've
heard
got
the
that-
Alaskan
I've got
cruises
that
are
Hunter's
pretty
been
sick.
everywhere.
I've been on an Alaskan cruise. Yeah, that's fun. Went to Canada,
Antarctica.
Alaska.
I'm so stupid.
You
Excuse my
stupid.
stupid.
Well, the Antarctic cruise is like you got to
Is that a
start.
thing, too?
Yeah, you go out and
Okay,
back.
I wasn't too far off.
But you just add Antarctica for a day. But like I'd have to go on a whole
You'd
vacation.
have to be sick to your stomach if you ever did
Just to
not
go
admit
there.
to mixing those two up in a sentence.
Antarctica and Alaska.
Like in a sentence, not like actually confused at which is which, but like accidentally saying Alaska instead of Antarctica. 'Cause,
I would-
like, let's be clear. I know the difference. I just said the word.
That's weird that you say you know the difference whenever you just showed that you don't know the difference.
I didn't say Alaskan cruise that state in our country. I said it instead
I'm
of the
just
other
kidding.
word.
You
I'm
can
gonna
do
start
whatever you-
crying.
There's
I'm gonna
nothing.
leave.
There's
I'm gonna
literally
make a
nothing
scene.
that you could say that's more stupid.
I'm
than
gonna
something
make a
I've said.
scene.
I think if it was just like going on a vacation for a week, I'd probably take Liz back to Santorini. That was our favorite place we've ever been.
Where the heck is that?
Greece.
Is that in West Virginia?
No, it's that place in Greece where like all the buildings are white on that mountainside.
Oh, I've always
What
the
I've
Mykonos?
always
What
wanted to
the
go.
frick?
I've always wanted to go there. That's where Gabby and I wanted to do our honeymoon, but it
Yeah.
was really expensive.
Yeah. If I could go somewhere free, I'd probably just take Liz back there.
I'd really like to go there. I'd really like to go to Bali.
Yeah, Bali's a good one. I've never been there. Is Bali? Where's the place that like? Obviously, they're all over the place now. But the first place that had the bungalows that was over the water.
I think that's
Bora
Bali.
Bora, baby.
Bora Bora.
Oh, okay.
Bora Bora. That was the
Bora
OG.
freaking Bora.
Liz and I thought we're like on the fence about
Everybody
going
wants
there
to go
for
there.
our honeymoon, but we went to Disney.
I just want to go anywhere where I can rent or bring an off-road vehicle and I can just explore
Jackson Hole.
jungles and stuff.
You'd love Jackson Hole.
Really,
Well, that's Yellowstone.
Wyoming, right?
Yeah, Yellowstone's right there. There's also the Grand
I'm so
Teton.
bad at geography. I am so like that was a huge success for me that I just guessed. Like I just knew that was in Wyoming.
Grand Teton National Park. You can rent a side by side, and they'll just let you go.
Yeah. Okay.
And you're
okay.
in a national park surrounded by. So the Grand Tetons are 3 times as tall as Sharp Top.
Yeah.
It's insane. You can be like an hour and a half away or even farther, and they look like the size of Sharp Top.
yeah. I don't.
And then you get up on it, it's just like a freaking mountain. But then you can just drive side by side through, and we saw like bears, wolves, all kinds of stuff. It was fascinating.
my goal is to get that Frontier like off-road ready and road trip ready, and Gabby and I go to like every national park
Nice.
with it. Yeah.
That's a good next question.
I'm still on a high right now. Just the fact that I knew that was in Wyoming. That's a big deal to me.
What's the coolest road
That's
trip?
like me knowing what month is next.
What's the coolest road trip you've ever been on?
The one that's about to
I
happen.
was gonna say, I haven't really been
Are
on
you-
too many road
I've
trips.
never. The longest drive I've done was 8 hours as a kid going to the beach in North Carolina.
Yeah. I mean, the only like true road trip I've ever went on was with Paul to Ledgestone and Idlewild
Yeah.
in his RV. That's the only true one. And like that was just a disc golf road trip. Like we basically just booked it out there, played Ledgestone, then drove from Ledgestone to Idlewild, played Idlewild, and then I flew home and him and Nick went to the next tournament.
St. Louis.
I did a road trip with a disc golf coach from college from here to Emporia, Kansas. And we stopped 3 times on the way at camps and designed disc golf courses.
That's cool.
And then we flew home from Kansas. So that was fun. I wouldn't do it again.
I never.
It was a good time then.
I don't think I've ever been on like a huge road trip other than like, like 12 or 13 hours just like to New York. I was like we used to go to New York all the time as a kid because I had family up there. But whenever me and Gabby went to Colorado, it was only like a 4-hour drive, but it was still the coolest road trip I had been on because we just drove from Colorado to Utah, and it was just the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I'd never seen a landscape like that, so it freaked me out, and it was very, very cool.
Just a heads up, my laptop's not plugged in, charging wise, in case it dies. I don't know what it's at.
Thank you for.
Wait, I scrolled down too far. Where's the last place you traveled, and what did you do there?
Last place we traveled, all of us probably.
Yeah, Texas. All right, so let's avoid Texas. Last place you individually without all of us traveled, and what'd you do there? I gotta scroll back in my timeline and see.
I believe it was to Chattanooga last year. The last time I would think that I can think of. This might not be it, but I went to with my wife's family because my father-in-law was competing in his first Ironman. And so we went to Chattanooga, and it was a really good time. It was really cool watching that all go down.
That's cool.
I think the last trip I went on, I just scrolled through my timeline. I can't find pictures of any of them, but I know I went on this one, was to the Outer Banks for New Year's. And I just went with my wife's family, and her uncle has a house there, and we just chilled. There wasn't really much to do about nothing. The one before that, we went to Gatlinburg to Dollywood with my niece and my sister and her husband and their daughter.
Gatlinburg's a great time.
Yeah, we stayed at like the Dollywood Resort. It was like my sister paid for part of it as like a present to us for Christmas to come with them. And then so we stayed at the Dollywood Resort and then went to Dollywood, and it was like all decorated for Christmas. And then we took my niece to the Polar Express train ride, which was like an hour away. And that was a really good time.
That's really cool.
One time for my brother's enjoyment when he was a little kid, we did a Thomas the Train ride. It's like a life-size Thomas the Train.
Dude, I love Thomas the Train.
You were into Thomas the Train?
Yeah.
Makes sense last name.
My last name was Thomas. Everything was Thomas.
I wasn't super into it.
I already bought my son his first Thomas the Train.
It just kind of missed
That's
me,
nice.
but like my brother was really big into it, like the whole trains. Did you ever have I forget who made them, but there was like this trend when my brother was a little kid with these there were these battery powered trains, and you bought expandable tracks for them, and it was like a cult. Like it was this huge deal. These train sets, they were like bigger than like your typical train set,
like with like full foliage and stuff, like real.
No. It was more like a kid friendly version, but It was a huge
because my dad and I,
deal.
when I got into like middle school, maybe early high school, my
wasn't-
dad and I built out.
Right.
We took a whole table in the basement, had one of those like battery powered, actually like puffed smoke.
Those are
Drove
like
through
those are like
mountains.
pro. Like these
Yeah,
were like
that was
meant
sick.
for kids, so they were like picture like not like little tykes, but like bigger size, like more kid friendly, and like the tracks like all snapped together, and you would buy like expandable things. It was huge.
Did y'all ever have one of those race cars that was like on the track? And it was like
just the one remote.
Yeah, and just
Yeah.
The smell. I just had that smell enter my brain, and it just was
That's
huge
so
nostalgia.
funny.
Like it just
I don't know if
felt
I
like
owned
burnt
one,
electric.
but I had a lot of
Yeah.
Oh,
I had a lot of friends that
that
did
was
though.
amazing.
Those are
That's
great.
so
Just-
fun.
We had them and just
They would break
boom,
all the time.
fly off the track.
All the time they'd break.
It was a slot cars,
Did
right?
you have the
Is that what they're called? I thought slot cars were.
No.
Did you have
The
the,
ones that you-
motorcycles that you put on the pedestal and you revved them and then you pressed
Yeah, you
the button
push
and
them and they
released
took
it?
off.
Yeah, those are
It's
fun.
like Beyblades.
Yeah, and you can also do it manually. You can
Yeah,
just put them on
slot
the
car.
ground like this.
Yeah, it's slot car racing.
Okay.
I mean, it makes sense. They're in slots.
Man, that was a good time. I'll have to get that for my
That's
son.
a good one.
He'll love it. Also, did y'all ever play electric football?
No.
I have, yeah. I
My
have.
dad and I
What is
had
that?
one.
It's like a vibrating table
Yeah, it's a
that
table like this.
Put the figures on.
About this big, and you line your figures up in formation. One of them has the ball, and then you turn the table on, and it vibrates, and they move forward. And like there's different bases. You can like turn them so he'll like run a route, and then you like can pause it, and then you use the quarterback and you flick like that, like you pull him back and he releases, and if he hits your guy, the guy catches it.
It's pretty fun.
And then you go until the other team hits you. Oh,
That's
my dad and I would play for
That's so
hours at
funny.
night. You would line up your whole formation and everything, and you just and your thing would just creep forward, and then like it was the most exhilarating thing when like a hole would open and your
Yeah.
running back just goes through and starts going. You're like, go,
pretty
go.
cool.
Yeah, and the bases were sick because like you could literally like like your competitor couldn't see what you're doing, and like you could change out the base to have one that's like faster, one that's slower, ones that are meant for
It was
pushing,
pretty complex,
one that you could like turn, and so it literally would like run and turn, but like they would run in circles, so you had to like make sure you got to out of bounds or got tackled, because if not, he just starts coming back to you. But you had like forward progress rules and stuff. And then you kicked field goals too. Man, electric football is a good time.
That does sound like a lot of fun.
That was an old thing, because my dad was like, he had it when he was in like high school maybe.
Yes.
And then he like told me about it, and he's like, would you like that? Like, I loved it. And this is when I was in high school now. And I was like, yeah, it sounds like fun. And so then he like went on eBay and like had to find one, and then just introduced me to his whole world of electric football. And I was like, this is incredible. And so we play it all the time. Cool. So do you prefer action-packed vacations or relaxing on the beach?
Relaxing on the beach.
Action-packed.
Hey, so if
I know you guys are on the opposite end of the spectrum.
If it's me going and like I'm just going on a vacation and Liz isn't with me for some reason, action-packed 100%.
Well,
like I want to every day get up and just go because I want to get to a location. I want to do everything possible there. If I'm taking Liz with me, just chill on a beach.
I like to chill on the beach, but I'm not.
I want a mixture.
Yeah, I don't like an itinerary. I like a few planned events, but like when we do our family beach trip, like the plan for every day typically until the evening maybe is like we just hang out on the beach, and then like I have the option to like, hey, let's go check out this coffee shop, let's go shopping, whatever. But I would hate to be like have an entire plan for the day for my beach
it depends
trip,
on the
'cause I want to be on the beach. I'm obsessed with the ocean.
Well, action-packed, you're not going to the beach.
Right.
Action-packed, you're going to Yellowstone National Park or something.
Yeah.
Or
well, that's the thing is too, like my vacation growing up was always the beach.
My vacation was always the beach, and it was like
we just were on the beach.
We were on the beach till like 12 o'clock every day. We'd come back in, eat. We got out on the beach at like 7 a.m.
Right.
On the beach till 12, come in, eat lunch. Then in the afternoon, we either did laser tag, mini golf, whatever.
The other thing,
dinner.
Arcade.
And then
the other thing you have to realize though is in Pennsylvania, I was very far from the beach. A good beach. So that was the other thing is we only got to go once a year. So like you wanted to be on the sand in the ocean as much as possible because like we weren't getting that
our
until
beach
another
trip,
year.
We had like once a year beach trip that was like a week long. But then typically we would end up back at the beach for like a weekend or two, and then we went to the lake a lot. So like when we were at the beach, it was a lot more about everything to do around the beach than it was just
we also
vegging
go
on
to
the
a
beach.
small island where like you can hit everything there in a week pretty easily.
Yeah.
That's how Lizzie.
We didn't go to a populated beach.
That's how Liz grew up. Because like Outer Banks, like there's a lot to do, but in a much more real way, there's nothing to do.
Yeah, I go to
And so
the
she
Topsail Island.
is very like
very
her
low-key.
beach trips are just they get up, they get moving, they get to the beach around 11.
Oh no, we get to the beach
10,
early.
and
We just
then
read hardcore.
You're
on the
out
beach.
there for till like 4, and then you come
Yeah.
back in, go to dinner, and then they had obviously her uncle has a house, so you're just
Yeah.
in a house and you just chill there. We growing up, I never went to a beach house.
Well, that
went to,
changed
like,
it
a-
too.
we
'Cause,
went
yeah,
to,
we
like, a
always had a
beach.
house on the beach. that
We'd always
rent.
rent out like a condo, like a 2 or 3 bedroom condo. Most of the time, like our cousins were there too. We'd get out to the beach, like I said, and just it was like a very fast paced beach trip. Because we were also like most of my cousins are guys, and we were like 12 and 13-year-old guys. So like when we're on the beach, we were not just sitting there relaxing. We were playing 2-hand touch football,
Yeah.
body surfing, whatever. Like it was
Yeah.
just go, go, go. And then at night it was always laser tag, amusement park, whatever.
That sounds like a great time.
Yeah.
I'm very like my family is very go go go. Not necessarily planners though. Not like there's an itinerary. Gabby doesn't enjoy the whole like let's just do whatever we want to kind of thing. It's like it's not relaxing for her to not have a plan. Like if she has to have a plan in
Yeah.
order to be relaxing.
Yeah, I
but
get
she is
that.
good. She is good. Like she'll try to let it go. Sometimes.
Plans
Like,
stress me out.
it's good for her to not have a plan and try to do that. But it's we like to do a little mixture so both of us are happy. But with my family, like it's like whenever we go on vacation to Edisto Island, which is in South Carolina, and which is just the beach we go to like a couple times a year, we ride bikes 11 miles a day every day. And like just like that's like what we do. But we also go during the winter though, so we don't really get in the water. We will just we walk on the beach and stuff like that. But I also like a relaxing vacation too. But
I would say
I do not sit on the beach.
When I'm at the-
I refuse to sit on the beach.
when
I
I'm
hate
at the
sitting on
beach, well, we set up like tents, like big canopy tents on the beach, and
Tents aren't allowed at Myrtle Beach anymore.
Really?
Wow. I would say I spend like if I'm on the beach from like 9 in the morning until like 4 o'clock without like substitute a lunch hour. So
9 till 4. Yeah,
we're talking
I could
about
not do that.
we're talking
I'm in
about
the
like
water
6
the whole
hours.
time.
I'm in the water for probably about 2 hours of those, and then I'm playing on the sand maybe for like an hour. Then playing paddleball, whatever, and then I'm reading. Like that is the beach is the one place where like I'm like, yeah, let's go ahead. Let's sit
I'm
down and
either in
read.
the water or I'm gone.
When I go with Lizzie's family, it's probably much more similar to your beach trip, except for me and her dad are the only two people that wake up early, like regardless of vacation or
Yeah.
not. So
I have
like,
a lot of early risers in my
6:30, 7 a.m. I'm up no matter what. I can't do it, and I'm upstairs, and then me and her dad will like sit, talk for like 30 minutes, and then we both like to read in the morning, and so we both read, and then like typically around 8:30, maybe 9, the next person will get up. Usually that's Liz. And then she'll come up, and then we'll all kind of talk like, "What do we do today?" Blah blah blah. And wait, and then by 11 o'clock, everyone's out of bed, and then at that time I'm eating lunch. And then they're eating breakfast. And then it's like, all right, well, let's get together and go to the beach. And then we go to the beach. We'll get out there like 12, be there literally like 2-3 hours. And everyone's like, that was fun. Pack up, come home, get ready for dinner. But when I would go to the beach with my family as a kid, we had a lot of stuff we knew we wanted to do. But we never had like Monday we're playing mini golf. Tuesday we're doing laser tag. Wednesday.
just kind of check them off your list.
It was just like went to the beach. My parents went to the beach every year for like 30 years straight, the same exact beach, stayed at the same spot. And so there was everyone knew what you did at the beach. Like every once in a while there'd be something new and be like, oh, this trip, we really want to check out this. Like a few years ago, it was like, oh, this trip, we really want to check out these escape rooms they just put in. It's like, that was something new.
Yeah.
But it was just like one morning or while we're on the beach, my sister's always looking up like what we're going to do that night and be like, oh, you want me to book this escape room now? And be like, yeah, that sounds fun. But the laser tag we haven't done in a while because laser tag, it's only fun. Well, it's the most fun if you have your own group. And I had enough like cousins and stuff because like all of my cousins would come at the same time. And so we could have like 10-on-10 laser tag battles. It was just our family. And the laser tag at the beach was like 3 stories, forts. Wow. Like
I love laser tag.
It was intense. And then
Good laser tag is tough to beat.
We would get there around like 3 or 4 in the afternoon and go straight for like 4 or 5 hours. Yeah. Just like nonstop. Because there's team deathmatch, free for all, capture the flag. And then obviously like you're keeping track through it all. It kept your points of how many points a single person earns. So you're seeing the standings. Oh man.
That's sick.
It was incredible.
I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I think that some of like top 10 most fun things I've ever done was whenever we did the escape room in Texas.
Heck yeah. We got to find one in St. Louis.
Yeah, so much fun.
Yeah, we'll just find it.
We got to find one in St.
one.
Louis. Tuesday night. We'll have time.
Yeah.
That was so much fun.
St. Louis
If you
will
could
probably be a
take
ton.
a workcation, where would you go and what would you do?
What does that
St.
mean?
Louis.
I guess it means like you're working remotely.
Well, we pretty much do that every month.
Oh no, like you're working, like you are just doing the same type of work, but you're doing a different location.
I would hate that.
Where would you go? What would you do?
That would stress me out.
There
I
is
get so
I saw
stressed.
a like group of bunch of people was on TikTok that when like remote work became a thing with like COVID and their offices shut down.
I need to be
it was
in
like
the office. I need the vibes.
10 to 12 of them, I think it was, all just moved to Hawaii and rented a house and stayed there until their offices opened back up.
I guess
because
like,
it was they were on a different time. They all worked on the East Coast, so basically they had all day free, and then at night they all had to work.
Well, for me,
I was like, that could be a vibe.
For
That's
me
pretty
to
cool.
do the best, like make the most interesting disc golf content, it would have to be like I would go somewhere that we're not already going to go, maybe like West Coast and play. Maybe I'd play like Oregon courses or California courses and like film it and stuff.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's a tough question for us though.
yeah,
What's
it's a
what
lot
we do.
different. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your favorite thing to do around here on the weekends?
Around here on the weekends, play golf.
I think my all-time favorite thing is go to the lake, but we don't get to do that much anymore.
Coffee shops, go on walks, go to restaurants.
Fair enough.
It's so hard. I feel like I do so much, and then when someone asks me like, "What you been up to?"
Well,
I'm
that's
like, I don't
it's
know.
time consuming.
Yeah.
There's only so much time in a day, you know?
Yeah.
I think also like we get off work at 3, so like throughout the week,
We can get some things done.
Yeah,
I was like
yeah.
Liz
A
and
lot
I.
of times weekend is just like you get to a Saturday and you're like, we're not going to do nothing today.
Yeah.
And that's good. You need it.
Because like Liz and I, like last night, I had debate night at 8, got off work at 3. So Liz and I like went out to dinner and then like ran a bunch of errands, which is normally like, I feel like that's like a weekend
It's a weekend thing, yeah.
But
Yeah. We do. We
when
are
we get
very.
off at 3, I get home, relax for a little bit, and it's only 4 o'clock. I'm
Right.
like, all right, let's go. Let's get ready and go to dinner.
We are extremely blessed with very good work hours.
Yeah.
I know
7 to 3.
That's
That's what you gotta do, man. I don't know what these people are doing.
well, I don't think a lot of people have the ability to.
No.
just
7 to
choose.
3. 7 to 3 would suck. Or if you had if you're a single parent, you have to get your kid ready for school.
True.
How's that ever happening?
True.
Or
7 to 3 is great for us.
Yeah, for right now. But I mean, I think it's also something where we might have hybrid work hours eventually. Of you come in when you want.
I'm coming in 7 to 3.
No, yeah, I probably.
You know what's funny is if you actually,
but there's not
if
there's
you
not
left
a
it up to
reason-
me, I would come in 6 to 2.
Yeah,
I would do it
I think what I would do.
because I can get up for the gym so that I could get up.
I
for
think
6
what
to 2.
I would, because for instance, I'm gonna have to start working in the retail store some, and so days where I'm gonna be working in the retail store till 7 o'clock at night, I'm probably not gonna show up here till 10
Right.
to make it all make sense and work.
Yeah.
Or if we're gonna have to go film in the afternoon, there could be
Yeah.
times where we're hey, let's just show up at 9 today, film in the afternoon, and we have extra hours. But I think if I had when I was working from home doing graphic design, a lot of times what I would do is I got up at 5. This is before I went to the gym or anything. So I'd get up at 5, have my morning routine for hour and a half where I'd make coffee, read, just slow morning. Around 6:30, I'd go up, start my day. Typically the first thing I would do is I'd start sending out some cold emails, responding to whatever emails I had, and then just the more boring administrative work for hour and a half.
Behaviors.
And then Liz would be waking up because she had to be at work at 8. So I'd start working around 6 or whatever, do it for an hour or so. Once Liz was up and had eaten breakfast, then I'd come down, hang out with her for 30 minutes, 7:30 to 8. And then she worked 8 to 5, I think. And so then I would work till 12 or 1 and then go play disc golf or something until she was done. But waking up early let me get especially
get ahead of the schedule.
Undistracted early morning,
It is
your phone's not going
unparalleled.
off,
It is
anything like that.
unparalleled.
The amount of work I would get done in an hour
Yeah.
is the equivalent of if I worked at 3 o'clock for 2 or 3 hours.
Yeah.
it's
Productivity
just-
in the morning is just crazy.
Because as soon as
You feel
everyone
like
else wakes up,
You feel like you just have an advantage over everybody.
well, as soon as everyone else wakes up and your phone starts going off
Right,
and
right.
your Instagram, you start getting notifications and all this stuff, you
As
have
soon-
way more distractions.
Right. And as soon as you get towards the afternoon, it's just you're toast.
Yeah. So I love morning work.
I love the morning as well.
That was all the questions in work.
Nice.
I feel like that was decent.
Yeah, I feel like we've been going on here for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are we doing for lunch today? Let's get some food talk.
I packed.
Real quick. You packed?
Yeah.
I packed.
Had to get back on the bandwagon. Good job, Konner. Don't say
I'm
it like that.
debating. I'm debating. Because normally Liz
I
brings
just
me
don't
lunch.
like ham.
You packed ham again?
No, Gabby packed me. Gabby packed me for the whole week
You packed ham? Why?
because we had a ton of leftover Easter food, and I'm trying.
You don't like ham.
I know I don't like it, Hunter. But whenever you don't want to spend money on lunch, then you have to eat
why-
ham.
No, you can still just go get cheap, get ramen or something.
Would you like that better than ham?
Would you like ramen?
I respect my wife.
Would you like ramen better than ham?
I respect the
Yes, I
leftover
would.
hustle. It's tough. It's tough to let the leftovers go.
I hate
Last
leftovers.
night. So yesterday we ate out, obviously, because we were in Roanoke, and so I ate what I was gonna eat for lunch, which was one of my things packed with ham.
Yeah.
For dinner, and it's ham, like an Easter
Yeah.
honey baked ham or whatever. And so I took the leftovers and I made myself a really good ham sandwich. I don't like ham sandwiches, but I made it. I used one of those sub rolls.
What you should have done.
And I just did. Hold on 1 second. I did
ahead.
an open face on one side. I put 4 cubes of aged sharp cheddar cheese, and on the other side, I put 3 slices of that thick ham. And it's really good ham. My wife did a great job with it. I
Yeah.
just don't like ham.
I'm not a huge ham person either.
And then put it in the oven at 450. Let it sit like that for a while. Took it out, sizzling, melted, everything. Jalapeno pepper jelly. Right on that bad boy.
Sure.
Smack it together. You got yourself a sweet and salty, delicious, cheesy sandwich. It was great. I did not enjoy it, but I know
Hey.
it was good, but I didn't like it.
Why don't you try it? Next time, do the exact same thing. Everything.
Okay.
Right before you spread that jelly on, pop the ham off.
I would like that. I would definitely like
What
that.
I would say,
Throw the
Konner,
ham in the trash. You spent the
is-
exact same amount of money. You got rid of the exact same amount of food, and you enjoyed it way more.
I'm not a big ham guy. I'm not a big ham guy, but what I do like is ham salad. You dice.
Oh,
I don't
what?
like that. I do not like that.
Have you ever
Explain
had
it.
Yeah,
Please,
like it's
'cause
just
I'm
salad.
barfing
It's
right
like
now.
chicken salad, but
Yeah.
I wouldn't like. I just don't like the flavor of ham. That's,
I don't
so
either.
wouldn't like
I don't either, but this
Oh.
dilutes it.
Okay, well then I'll try
That's
it.
what I'm saying. I don't like ham that much.
Make
either.
it for me.
But like, because it's also very finely chopped ham.
Hunter's face.
It's like little. It's like little cubes of ham. It's like finely chopped.
Yeah, I don't think I would like that, but I would be willing to try.
I don't.
It.
I'm not like ooh ham salad, but I'm like it is better than ham.
Gotcha.
If I thought about it long enough, I would throw up. Guaranteed. Because I
Think about
can
it long
feel
enough.
I can feel my stomach churning just hearing
Ham
Trevor describe
salad.
it.
Ham salad.
You don't want
Diced
me to.
ham.
Stop.
Mayonnaise.
Stop right now. I'm not.
Mayonnaise.
Sit up.
The
That's the most
smell. I bet it
disgusting
smells really good.
No. Oh my gosh.
Let me.
That's horrendous.
You can.
That's
you can
the
eat it
worst
with
thing
a
I've ever
cracker,
heard.
Too. I'll send it to Konner.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard in my life.
It really. Like I'm looking at this picture and like I'm like, yeah, I would eat that right now. Like it honestly.
I
is
like
pretty
egg
solid.
salad.
Ah.
Yeah, it's like the same kind of vibe. Like that's the thing. Like it's good.
There is nothing with the word salad I've ever liked. Ever.
Really?
Yeah. I'm willing to stand by it.
Do you like pasta salad?
Hate it.
Dang it.
Cold pasta
I
salad,
love
I would
pasta
throw
salad.
up.
I
People
love
bring
pasta
it, and I
salad.
look at it, I'm like, that's the most disgusting array of food I've ever seen in my life.
All right, we're not getting into this again.
I honestly, what's another?
That doesn't immediately look
Is there a
look
different?
appeasing to
What
me.
is there like a fruit? No, not fruit salad. Hate fruit salad.
You don't like fruit salad? I don't really like fruit
Is
salad. either.
there like some type of dessert that has salad in it?
You
It's
can
just
make anything. You
Jell-O,
can call anything
Jell-O.
a salad.
no, hate it.
If you're allowed to call,
Wait, you can't eat Jell-O.
Like if you can call fruit
I never liked
salad
Jell-O,
a
though.
salad, then surely you can just call anything. Like you could make something super super sweet and desserty and make it a salad. Just
So there's no salad that you like. You don't like chicken salad.
Heck no. That's the worst.
I believe him,
love
Connor.
chicken
I don't even
salad.
need to inquire. Like,
I know.
believe
Yeah,
him.
like I don't.
Well, no,
I don't-
I don't believe myself yet though. Like there's got to be something called salad. That
And
I
you don't like. You won't eat like. You don't like a Caesar salad.
No,
or
no,
anything?
no, no.
Okay.
No. I don't like
I'm
lettuce.
gonna Google
I don't like any lettuce.
every kind of salad.
Just Google like non-salads, because like if it has lettuce in it, I'm out.
Okay, well I won't even bother reading those
Okay, I hate lettuce.
lists of salad. Oh my gosh! Oh
I
my gosh.
love getting into this on the podcast.
There's a banana salad.
Okay, I like bananas. What is in
Yeah?
it?
Mayonnaise,
Yeah, I'm not even gonna start reading that.
Okay, well,
apple cider vinegar.
It's a bit out there.
I think essentially once you add the word salad, it means you have to make it bad.
Well, that's really not how.
There's
it
a lot of
works.
salads I love. I love Caesar salad. Like I choose that. I choose a Caesar salad.
I
Yeah.
know, like it makes sense.
I feel like
hate it.
the Caesar salad is probably would be your closest bet because like everybody that I know that doesn't like salad, cookie salad. It's vanilla pudding, whipped cream, mandarin oranges,
Dang it.
and fudge striped short. I mean, it looks disgusting.
If you took
Mandarin
oranges
orange
out,
is
if you took the
gross.
oranges out, I'm in.
but like, yeah, that makes like the fact
Like
that there is
just whipped
such a
cream
thing-
and whipped cream and cookies.
I wish there was an orange here for you to eat. On
I love
air,
how, like, you
because
go, cookie
very,
salad,
It's
and-
very funny watching Hunter
I've got
eat an
footage
orange.
of it.
It was
Jello salad. Do you like
I don't
Jello?
like Jell-O. You
can't eat Jell-O, he'll
either.
die.
Yeah, that's true. Good point.
Jello's just like pointless.
You're
Like
right.
if I'm gonna eat
I
that
don't-
much
you're
sugar,
right,
there's
yeah.
so much
You're
other things
right.
I'd rather
Yeah, I
have.
do.
I don't
agree.
care for Jello. either.
Yeah, all three of us. Let's go. Jello
You know what I do like though?
sucks.
You know what's usually beside Jello at the Chinese buffet are those little Chinese donuts.
Yes.
Those suckers
They're
are
just
good.
sugar dough
Oh
balls.
my gosh,
They're
they're, so
practically
good.
beignets.
And
The
there's
only thing I've
oil
ever-
dripping out of them.
What's
so
pretzel salad?
I've never heard of
I'm
such
pretty
a
sure
thing.
pretzel
is that?
salad is.
It's not on my list. It's not
I'm
on my
pretty
list. It's not on my
sure-
list.
I'm pretty sure I like pretzel salad.
Is that where
I
it's just
think-
pretzels and
No.
I
chocolate?
think it's pretzels,
No.
strawberry jello, which I don't like, but then
Whoa.
Cool Whip,
Oh,
all
oh.
mixed together.
Yeah, you're right.
And I do enjoy that.
thing.
I like pretzel
I've
salad.
never
see
liked
it.
that
Hold your phone
dessert.
up.
It's
I can't eat it,
I've seen that at like all the.
so I don't know if that counts
gatherings.
because I can't have jello anymore.
Okay, no. Hunter likes a salad,
But I like pretzel
Strawberry
salad.
Pretzel
He likes a
salad.
salad.
Strawberry pretzel salad I enjoyed. See, I
You know,
knew
you should
there
start
had to be a
eating that to
salad.
get your vitamins.
Good job.
I can't eat it. It has jello.
Oh, true.
But I knew there had to be a salad. I was like,
Get the
people
gelatin
people
free
put
Jell-O.
salad on anything, so I do like salad. I want to start telling everyone. I love salad. Strawberry pretzel salad.
The only green Hunter likes is that sign behind him.
Boom. And the discs in my bag. And Mountain Dew. I used to drink Mountain Dew every day, and I told my mom it was me getting my greens.
I drink Mountain Dew once a
Practically
year.
a salad.
I drink a can of Mountain Dew once a year just to confirm that I still do not like Mountain Dew.
I'm not a
Love
big
Mountain
Mountain Dew
Dew.
guy either.
I
Once
stopped-
a year, I'm like,
I can vibe with it.
I don't know. Yeah, it is kind of a vibe. I'm
You're like, ooh, Mountain Dew.
yeah, I'm like,
and
okay,
you
I'll
drink it,
drink
and
a
you're
Mountain
like,
Dew.
eh.
I'm like, it's like gasoline.
Yeah.
I love Mountain Dew.
It's like sugar.
It does
gas.
make you
I
feel
refuse to
pretty
drink
energetic.
it. I refuse
Yeah.
to drink it because it's so bad for you, and it can also
make your pee small.
no. Can that happen?
Yeah, it does.
Really?
The dye in it. Yep.
No.
Yellow dye.
What?
Yep.
No. Yellow dye makes your sperm count lower.
Maybe that's
this
just
is
what I'm
going down.
associated
This is
with.
going down a different path.
Yeah, no,
We're gonna
that's
get
why I don't.
demonetized.
That's why I don't drink it Mountain Dew anymore. I think
We're
that's
gonna
where,
get demonetized.
No, dude,
We're
this
gonna
is
get
science. This is
demonetized.
That's
science.
science. People can talk about
No,
science.
they can't.
All right, we'll use swimmers. And
No,
Stop.
We're
That's
done.
worse.
The banter is over.
okay, sir, yes, sir. But I don't drink Mountain Dew anymore. I used to love it. I used to drink it. In high school, I drank like 2 Mountain Dews every day.
Here we go.
How long have we been going?
Not a very-
I feel like it's been an hour and a half.
Well, I'm just
been
gonna
an hour and
Google
5
this.
minutes.
I'm gonna Google what Konner said and just say true or not.
Okay.
And
False. False.
It's not true.
No.
I was gonna say there's no way that can
But
be
this is
true.
also according to a website they don't really trust. But it's way funner, more fun to say that.
Way
though.
funner.
Dude, I corrected myself, dude. Wake up. I don't know why that's what I went
Yeah.
to.
All right. Konner was lying. There you go.
I mean, I wasn't lying.
Liar!
Oh my gosh.